Hello and welcome to an episode of Computer Dungeon. Today we're reviewing Windows 3.11. It came out back in, what was it, like 94? Probably 96, 91, I forgot. Anyways, so something you probably just sort of noticed was the fact that, I have a Microsoft Windows network on here. MWN, if you want to call it that. It wasn't the first to introduce this, but it sure was, one of the ones that probably made it networking the kind of way it was. Granted, a lot of people were using this on like home. No one really had home networks at the time, so this wasn't used quite often, except if you were at a workplace. Even then, of course, Windows 3.1 did that. So did 3.0, and yeah. So I'm going to log in. See here, I have Microsoft Office 4.3 on this machine. Now, of course, one thing you'll probably see is the Program Manager. Program Manager has been around maybe even since the Windows 2 days. Well, probably 3.0. Yeah. And of course, if you have network installed, you might even be able to use Internet Explorer 5.5 or 5, just 5 actually. And you can load up to the web. So we can search up Win3.11. Of course, you're gonna get a lot of errors nowadays, which is very, very yeah. So of course this is 3.11 for workgroups. It's relatively the same, except for some network things are different, whatever. Yeah. It's very very different than what Windows is today. So you have to also a TCP/IP, of course. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I could tell you if I was a professional. You also can Telnet, which is nice. Okay, exit, and you get some other things. Just install that, and you got Microsoft Office 4.3 in here, as I have explained. Yeah. One big thing is this network thing here. A lot of these are just basic programs that you could have used back in the days, like mail. You can actually create a post office sort of thing here for sending stuff. And they can create a mailbox. We can just name it computer. Yeah, that's all we're about to go to. Computer password. The password. We can have the password. And phone, that type of stuff. Yeah, so now we have an office here at the Computer Dungeon. So now we can, send email, I guess, over a private network. Which, that was sort of interesting for being a early Windows type of thing. Because a lot of times back then, a lot of programs would use private home, or not private, even home, I guess, if you wanted to, if you were that type of person back then. They would use either, separate, well, even then nowadays, but a lot of mail programs back then, because back then there was mail programs instead of just using it on the World Wide Web, you could create private offices, thingies, what you just saw me do, in a schedule. So, you can log on to that. Oops, password wrong. There we go. I sure did good. And you can actually, do this as if it was, an actual, thingy. We might try this out in another episode of Computer Dungeon, where we actually try to make an actual whole, sort of network here for Windows 3.11. Heck, even maybe Windows 95, if it can connect to that network. Of course, we are using a virtual machine, so we're going to have to figure out how to do that. You also get remote access. You can install that if you want to. Support. Log on, log off. If you don't want to do that right now, NetWatcher. Yeah, okay. You also have a chat program here, so you can just chat with people, I guess. One of the things that I'm not sure if it's on here, one of the things that I always found cool, that any Windows 3.0, I believe, any Windows, or 3X, I guess, let's go with that, had a terminal program where you could, you could just dial people, I guess, and you could just send stuff. Of course, I don't know how to demonstrate that since we are using a virtual machine. And these are your typical 3.x programs here. And in the games, you get Solitaire, Minesweeper, and Hearts. Applications, you get a lot of stuff that's mostly used on DOS. And if you are using a virtual machine, it's most likely that you have Sound Blaster 16 set up. And under main, you get your typical file manager, control panel, print manager, clipbook viewer, MS-DOS Prompt, Windows setup, PIF editor, and README. Network. Of course, we just saw that. And all these are optional programs. The Microsoft Multimedia, of course, is also optional, which has a bunch of stuff on here. That's what I installed on my 3.11 machine. And of course, like any 3X, it runs on top of MS-DOS. Well, this will be it for Computer Dungeon Episode 2, or 1. Bye for now.